Yay, there
All
it
right.
is.
We're doing it.
Yay, we're here.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Hi, everyone.
Hiya.
Welcome to Book Bitches with a B.
I'm Colleen.
And I'm Orja. And we are going to be talking about Quicksilver chapters
13
through 15.
15, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
math.
Oh, we don't do that for a living.
No.
That's not our job.
Not at all.
Nope.
Okay, so I will be very, to be frank, but
Frank, it's for you.
That's for you, Frank.
If you listen.
He doesn't.
He listened,
Punk. What a punk.
he listened to the one he was in.
Literally only the segment that he was in.
Did he only listen to that spot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Frank.
correct. Frank.
For shame. We should tell him that we talk about him.
We should tell him.
But every time, so he has to listen to see if we ever do.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how you
There
get
we go.
viewers.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Full disclosure, I have had a crazy week.
Yeah.
So while I have read all of the chapters, I took notes, thorough notes, for about almost to the end of chapter 13.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just read the rest of it. So our chapter recap is going to be a little less detailed, but I think it'll be nice because it'll give us more to talk about.
That's true. I tend to do mine a less detailed, depending.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to do more. But I also love your very office stationery.
Thank you. It is from
It is
work.
It is the most work stationery.
It is from work. It's from work.
It's branded
So.
and everything. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, well, shall we get to our chapter recap then?
We absolutely can.
Okay.
Let's go.
Chapter recap. Was that thunder?
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
It's thundering. Thunder rolls. Okay.
Remind me to tell you a story about how Joel almost left me outside in a thunderstorm very recently. Looking at you, Joel.
Can't wait.
Okay, chapter 13, Duress. Okay, so if you will recall, we left off last episode, Saris and Kingfisher just, like, hardcore made out,
Oh, yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
then he, like, disappears.
Yeah, he was like, oh, no. Physical intimacy?
He
no.
was like, your heart's beating so fast, and then he disappears.
Yeah.
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 Open on, Saris absolutely bolting through the Winter Palace. She is running down the halls, thinking like, I don't have time. And you're like, what's going on? And she's running, and she's got her pack on, and she's got the little fox in the bag. No planning whatsoever with the fox.
No.
She's just like, must take you out of here so you don't get killed. Running through the Winter Palace, she passes through a bunch of halls. She passes by a room where women are playing volleyball, which is it's like a throwaway line, which I thought was really funny.
They play volleyball in the Winter Palace?
Yes. I will point it out to you when we get to deep dive.
Okay.
And where is she running? She's running to the pool of Quicksilver. She knows vaguely where it is. She knows that it's somewhere downstairs. And why is she running there? Because she needs to get back to Zilverin. And why did she make out with Kingfisher? Yeah, because she wanted to, but also because she stole his ring.
Sneaky, sneaky.
So, as she's running for the Quicksilver, the fox is getting more and more irritated. It does not like being bounced around, and it's kind of like yelling. And she's like, "Hey, shut up! I just saved you."
And it's like, meh.
And the fox is like, "Well, fine."
Yeah, it still continues, but like quieter.
But quietly, yeah. As she gets closer to the pool, wherever it is, she can kind of feel the pull of the Quicksilver, and she can tell that it wants to be awakened. She finally reaches a tunnel that she knows will lead to the pool, but the entrance is blocked by guards. As she thinks about what she's going to do, the Quicksilver talks to her, guiding her another way. For a moment, Saris ponders about staying and completing her task. Kingfisher will be gone in a few days, and she's shocked that the idea of him leaving does not make her happy. She ultimately decides that she needs to keep going, and she follows the Quicksilver's voice. The fox is not happy. The fox gets, increasingly agitated.
It's an unhappy boy.
Very unhappy. Saris makes it to the Quicksilver. It's a massive pool that makes Madra's pool look like a puddle.
Which I love.
And then I have a little excerpt to read. Come, the pool beckoned. Be with us. We won't hurt you. A cold sweat broke out across my brow when I fully took in the pool. It wasn't just big, it was enormous, 40 feet wide and 15 feet across. The expanse of the brightly shining silver made Madra's pool look like a puddle by comparison. Its reflective surface was smooth as the surface of a mirror, but a mirror's sole purpose was to tell you the truth. It didn't differentiate between good and bad. A mirror had no desire to soothe your troubles or deceive you. It was glass and nothing more. This pool of shining silver was awake and full of lies. Tingles.
Yeah, also, a mirror lies a little bit sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're not wrong about
Yeah.
that. Saris is drawn to the pool by the voices, and the fox is like, absolutely not. So she's like, fine. I'll let you go. Like, you're probably not going to survive in Silverian anyways. You'll probably get out of here. She lets the fox go. It runs away. And then she, like, concentrates back on the pool, and kind of, like, against her will almost, she's, like, brought to the surface. And she's like, no, this is good. I'm going to go back to, can't remember where she's trying to get back to. As she is about to step into the pool, kind of mindless already, a wall of glittering black sand knocks her back. It's Kingfisher, and he is furious with Saris for deceiving him and for making him do physical work while he's hungover.
Same. Honestly, the fact that he doesn't kill her is impeccable
Honestly,
in that
yeah.
moment, because I would also be upset.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
As they are arguing, Saris tries to swat away Nimeril, which is his Alchemarian sword, but it burns her, like scalds her hand, and we find out that only those who are sealed to an Alchemarian weapon or sword can touch it. Kingfisher then admits to Saris that the ring that she took, it's not a relic, it's not going to protect her from the Quicksilver. And she's like, I thought you couldn't lie, and you told Everlane. And he was like, I told her that I had the ring when I went through the Quicksilver. Just let her believe whatever she needed to.
Casual, lie by omission.
To which Saris is like, well, okay, so you traveled through the Quicksilver without any protection. I'm not going to die. And he was like, you're an idiot. I have been practicing for hundreds of years to build up mental shields to fight against the call of the Quicksilver. And your mind is as shallow as a teacup, which I thought was pretty funny.
It kind of is.
It's such a good diss. Ooh, burn. He's like, there's no way. And he tells her, you need to come back, you need to learn how to activate the Quicksilver in a good way, and you need to make more relics with me, and like, this is the plan, this is what we need to do. You're gonna die if you try to get away. Bellicon will kill you, not me. Bellicon will, and he's terrifying.
Yeah, he's actually the worst.
She's like, look at me in the eye and listen to my heartbeat and tell me if I'm lying. I will never stop trying to get back to home, back to my brother, back to seeing like what has become of him. I need to know. So he says, fine. I will bring back one person.
He's like, I can only do one.
Yeah.
Like, I can only go through this Quicksilver with one more time without my thing. Like, I can't
Cannot
do
do it more. She was like, I can just bring Hayden and Elroy. He's like, no. As we just discussed, they need a relic to pass through or they will die. I can only do it once. Not doing it more than once. And so she's like, fine, bring back Hayden. So she just goes, do whatever it is you need to do. Like, he's basically like, I'm going to need some blood. And she's like, absolutely not. And he's like, do you want me to get Hayden? And she's like, fine, do whatever you need to do. I go and try to get your brother. You help me and assist me in any way I ask you to, and you do as you're told. Do you agree to this pact? I nodded. Yes. You understand that this is a blood oath, and you will be bound by this oath until death? And she goes, yes, gods, I understand. I agree. Just get on with it. And he slaps his palm against hers and holds on tight because he also made a cut on his. Ice shot through my veins, black smoke clouded my view, stealing my vision, curling its way up my nose, snaking its way down my throat. It cleared almost immediately, and nothing had changed. My palm was still bleeding. It still hurt like hell. Whatever he'd done, Kingfisher seemed satisfied, though. So he's like, give me something of your brother's so I can track him. And she's like, well, crap. Like, I was captured. I have nothing of his.
I got nothing, yeah.
I don't have anything. And he's like, okay, do you have the same parents? And she's like, well, yeah. And he goes, okay, I should be able to track your bloodline then. Here I go. He goes, I am going. I need you to close the portal. And she's like, absolutely not. I don't know if I'll be able to open it again. Like, he's like, no, if you keep it open, then the feeders might be able to come through. What are feeders? No idea.
Yeah, he doesn't really tell her. She asks, and he's like, silly goose.
They're bad.
They're bad, silly goose, and you were gonna go into it. Dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we don't know what feeders are, but they're scary. If you've looked at fan art, spoilers, I don't know what they are, but I know what they look like.
I genuinely don't remember.
They're scary.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you need to close this when I'm gone, and then in 1 hour, when I come knocking, you better awaken this Quicksilver portal again and let me through. 1 hour. She's like, okay, fine. So she opens the portal for him. He goes through, and then she closes it, and she's sitting there at the edge of the pool, and her mind starts playing tricks on her, and she hears this, like, skittering and clicking. She's like, oh, no, what's there? It's good old Foxy boy.
He came back.
He came back because he loves her.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's very cute.
He's so cute.
He's a very, like, animal companion. He's very much an animal.
He is very much an animal. He comes back. He decides that even though her protection is, iffy,
Yeah.
he'd rather survive with her protection than without it.
Yeah.
And she decides to name him Onyx.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't suppose you know how to tell time, Onyx, because there's, like, no indication of how much time is passing.
Yeah.
She's just, like, hoping and praying that she's counting.
Which, wild.
Wild.
Yeah.
She decides it's time to open that portal up again. She opens the portal. Kingfisher comes through with a body. He's like, give me the pendant, get the pendant. She's like, oh my god, okay, closes the portal behind them, gets the pendant, puts it on Kingfisher, waits for him to, like, not be mad.
Yeah.
Mad as in crazy. And then she looks at her brother, but it's not her brother. It's Carrion effing Swift.
Yeah. This is this section, favorite part of the book. It's so funny.
Like,
and so unexpected.
it's like, what? Yep. Carrion Swift. Chapter 14 is called Fine Print. I do remember that.
Yeah.
She's like, hi, that's not my brother.
Hey, excuse you. Not my brother.
And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, that's not my brother. He goes, are you sure? And she's like, yes, I'm sure that is not my brother. And he goes, well, he said he was.
It's very Carrion of him.
And she's like, well, did you ask him nicely, or did you, like, threaten him with your sword when you asked? And Kingfisher's like, I might have been, like, choking him a little.
Had him in a little headlock. It's fine.
Yeah. And she was like, well, no wonder he lied about who he was. He probably thought you were, like, a debtor come to collect stuff, and he just, like, gave a scapegoat name.
Yeah.
And Kingfisher goes, do you know where Queen Madra's Quicksilver pool is? And she's like, yes, it's in her palace. And he's like, right. So I came out of the portal, had to fight the guards that were the guardians that were waiting for me, make it all the way to your, like, disease-ridden third ward, track your bloodline. I tracked it to this area, found this man. He said he was your brother. And then I had to go all the way back to the palace, fight my way through more guardians, back to the Quicksilver pool in 1 hour.
Be lucky I got anyone. This is what you get.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah. She does not want to leave it.
She does not want to leave it. But now that he's fulfilled his side of the blood oath, and she has agreed to do what he asks her to do,
yeah,
he tells her to shut up and follow him, and she has no choice but to do so.
Yeah, fun fact, this is a magical blood oath. She did not realize that's what pact she was making. It's
and
magic.
he's like, welcome to the land of the Fae. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but he's very Fae. He might be one of the more Fae people we've
He's
met.
super Fae.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, well, and now we're leaving. And she's like, excuse me? Like, this is not my brother. You didn't, he's like, nope, I thought it was your brother. I fulfilled my part of the bargain. We are leaving this castle. Carrion is still passed out.
Oh, yeah, and he's out cold. He has no clue he's here.
He has no idea where he is.
No.
I cannot wait for him to wake up. I haven't reached him waking up yet, I don't think.
No.
No, I have not reached him waking up yet. So basically, Kingfisher, like, compels Ceres to follow him up to his room, grabs a bunch of stuff, and then they head down outside to the horses. And he's like, get on the horse. She's like, I don't like horses. And he's like, tough.
Deal with it.
We're leaving. We need to leave before Bellicon finds out what's happened. And you need to come with me. You need to help me make relics. And she's like, I thought that I was doing that for the king. And Kingfisher's like, change of plans. You're doing it for me.
Yeah.
So they're about to leave, and she's like, I need my pack. And he's like, you don't need your pack. I brought enough food and clothes. She's like, no, I need my pack because I need Onyx. And he's like, okay, like, that rodent is going to kill you. And she's like, it's more like a dog, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah. Which, I don't know if they have dogs here, so.
Yeah, who knows?
We don't know.
We don't know if that comment means anything to him or not. So the fox Onyx is coming. Mm-hmm. And they essentially start riding off into the woods. Mm-hmm. Which brings us to chapter 15.
Yes. The Endless Woods. This is like in every book, there's always like a section of it where it's like the endless camping. Like,
Yeah.
I think the second Lord of the Rings book and the 6th Harry Potter book, or the beginning of the 7th?
Beginning of the 7th.
Beginning of the 7th book, yeah. It's this first 7th movie. I knew that, so that
It's
makes
the
sense.
7th movie. Yep.
So,
Yeah, endless camping. So they are riding through the woods, and Foxy Fox, Onyx Boy, is with Ceres. Carrion is on the back of Kingfisher's horse.
he's just like slung
Yeah.
like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah. And they're like going through the woods, and Ceres is like, first of all, she's a human. Second of all, she's not used to the dark. So she's like looking up, and she's like, what are those?
Yeah.
And Kingfisher is like, those are stars. And she's like, what are stars?
Yeah.
And he explains to her what stars are. He's like, like it's all of the different universes tied together, and their suns. Like, your world is up there somewhere. And she's like, whoa. They get farther into the woods, and she starts hearing these like screams and stuff, and she like feels things like passing under her feet, and she freaks out. And Kingfisher, casual as always, is like, you silly human, those are shades. And she's like, again, what?
What do you mean? You mean ghosts? He's like, no,
It's like, what's a ghost?
that's a shade. And she's like, what?
I'm sorry, but like the miscommunication was like
Consistent.
It's a shade. Do you mean a ghost? What's a ghost? So he's like, it's the spirit of a thing that has passed away in the woods. It had a horrible death. That's why it's screaming, but it can do no harm to you. And he's like, just look. And she's like, literally can't see my hand in front of my face.
He's like, oh, yeah.
All right, you're a human. You're weak and stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which by comparison, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I will say Kingfisher really grew on me in this. In these 3 chapters, I was like, okay.
He gets like more
I get it.
like Damon-esque in this section
Yes.
when he's not with his abusive
I
stepfather.
can see what you mean by the Damon arc, where like in the beginning you're like, how in the world?
Yeah.
And then, but like now he's like kind of like,
Outside of the weird Bledo thing, which
Yeah.
is also very Damon-esque, but
yeah, outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, though, that's not a deal breaker for me.
yeah.
Whoops.
It's fine. I mean, technically she made it of her own volition, even if she didn't fully understand what was happening.
Correct.
She made the pact.
She did.
Okay.
So, remind me if I'm missing anything here.
Mostly the shade thing. I think the funniest part of all of it for me so far is like she talks about, because of the way that Carrion is slung over the horse, his head is just like thump, 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 because he's out cold. And she's even like, oh, how long do you think he's gonna be out? He goes, I don't know.
He was like, well, I don't know. And she was like, well, I was out for 10 days.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't think it'll be that long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with good reason. She was almost dead when she got there.
She's also like, she's like grumbling about the fact that they're like going along. She's like, if he wouldn't have said he was Hayden,
Yeah.
like he wouldn't have like caught. So she's like mad at Carrion.
She is so mad at Carrion.
It's so not his fault. Like, he has no clue.
He had no clue what he was getting into.
I think he was trying to protect Hayden, to be honest.
Yeah.
Personally, that's my view on it.
I don't know very much about him, as I've not read this before, but I love him, so I agree.
When you actually figure out the reason why Kingfisher found him, it's really good.
I have theories.
I would like to hear them. I will not say mine because I know what it is. Because, again, anything to do with Carrion in this book, I remember decently well.
Yeah.
Because I love him. But yeah, and she's like, oh man, Carrion's gonna wake up with one big crick in his neck. Because he's literally just like, she's like, he's gonna be in so much pain. And she's like, he deserves it.
He deserves it.
I mean, he's kind of the worst.
But like,
kind
just
of not.
think about, like, we're getting into deep dive territory, so we'll continue on, but we must talk about this more in deep dive.
Absolutely.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
It kills me.
That's, the main part that I can remember. So they get to the tavern.
Yeah, they get to the tavern, and Carrion is in the barn with the horses.
Casual.
Casual. They're, Kingfisher has his hood pulled way up, and he's, like, hiding his face. Mm-hmm. And they're, like, kind of walking around. They run into someone who tries to buy the fox from Ceres.
Okay, just, like, a different type of person that's just not mad. It's a different accent.
Yeah, and she's like, no!
He's like, but it's a rare fox. I need its pelt.
And she's like, absolutely not.
And he's like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Same, Ceres, same. The tavern's kind of cool. There's, like, so many different kind of fae there. There's pixies as well.
Yeah, she tries to smash a pixie.
She gets bitten by a pixie, which she deserved that.
She did,
to be honest. And they're pretending to be like husband and wife because they're in disguise. And they secure rooms and they get some beer. And she's like, "Oh, this beer is really good," which we like beer.
Weird.
So
beer.
Interesting to note that the beer tastes good there.
Yes.
So they're sitting there and they're talking, and Kingfisher's kind of like explaining about all of the different kinds of fae and pixies and stuff that are there. And Runfist walks in.
Love him.
And she sees the look on his face when he sees them is just like pure relief. Yeah. Even though he comes there and he's like, "You guys are screwed."
He's like, "You're so stupid.
You're so dumb. Like, how could you leave? How could you take the king's alchemist?" And apparently he also took Solace.
Yeah, he took the blade.
The blade.
The blade.
Which we find out that Solace was his father's sword. Kingfisher's father's sword. Yes,
it was his father's sword.
And Bellicon took it and used it to kill, quote, "the true king and his heirs." Don't know what that means.
We don't know who that is or what it means, yeah.
He's like, "Well, what are we going to do?" Oh yeah, also forgot to mention where they're going is Kalish, which is the battlefront.
It's the battlefront and also like Kingfisher's domain. It's his dad's like lorddom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. I'm trying to think, there was more. So they're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, the king can't get there.
The king can't get there.
Because it was warded. His dad knew.
Yeah, what he was doing.
He was like, "I knew this is coming." He saw it, so he like warded it where like the king can't get there, which is kind of why the battlefront is really interesting, I think. And I think why the king has that separation from it a little bit. But yeah, he's like, "We're running back to there, so no one can get us."
Everlane's furious with Kingfisher. They're getting into an argument, and Kingfisher essentially like slams the fist on the table, and his like hood comes off, and all of a sudden people start to notice, and they first are like Renfist is like a really respected hero, essentially
very much a respected general and hero,
and then they notice Kingfisher, and similar to the scene in the throne room, they start calling him names. They start whispering his name, Kingfisher, Kingfisher, Kingfisher. And then this like really kind of Lord of the Rings-esque scene happens.
This is the most like Aragorn coded.
It is.
Aragorn in the tavern coded scene. I was thinking that when you were talking about it.
Very Aragorn.
Yeah, which we love.
Essentially, they're like, you person, fae after fae is like, "You saved my entire town, you saved my entire village, you saved us from this, you saved us from that." Like, they love him.
They adore him.
They adore him. And he's just like, "We need to get out of here."
Well, he's also like, he's like, "That's a different person.
Yeah.
That isn't me anymore."
He's like, "That is not me. I forgot about that."
Yeah. He's very Debbie Downer.
Yeah, he is very Debbie Downer.
I mean, he's having a rough go, but
true.
Very Debbie Downer.
He's like, the person that did that, like, he doesn't exist anymore. I'm not that person anymore. And then he's like, "We need to get out of here."
Yeah.
And they leave. And that's it.
Yeah. Yep, that's the end.
I do think it's important to say the last line of this chapter, chapter 15. "To me, Kingfisher was a surly, foul-mouthed bastard who I wouldn't piss on even if he was on fire.
Yep.
To everyone inside this tavern, he was a living god."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it.
There we are.
That brings us to the end of chapter recap.
Woo!
I think I actually remembered most of it.
Yeah, you did
surprisingly.
Yeah, you did great.
Shall we go to section superlatives?
Woo!
Craziest thing to happen.
Carrion. Absolutely Carrion. The first time I read this, because I was like so upset when they moved. I was like, "We're never going to see Carrion again."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, whatever." But like, you kind of forget about him.
Yeah.
Like, you're only paying attention to him because I talk about how much I love him.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
So like, if you don't know that, you're just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But like, suddenly, like, he's the last person you're expecting
Absolutely
to come through that portal. Right? Yeah. Like, even Elroy would have been more like normal. So, and she's just like, you also know, like, it's just the most, I feel like, Carrion thing to happen, where he just, like, somehow ends up in these situations.
I agree. With a name like Carrion Swift.
Come on.
I
He's very
mean-
much like, he's very pirate coded.
He is.
He is a pirate.
Yes, he is. He's a land pirate.
He's a smuggler, which is a
Yeah.
pirate.
Yeah.
He's very much a like scrappy.
Yeah.
I appreciate him just because like he made something out of who he needed to be. Anywho, I like him.
We love him. It's fine.
He's not. He has some issues, but he's fine.
I don't know them yet, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
he's not bad, but-
He's still perfect to me. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, we're still relatively early on in the book, so I was expecting some sort of, like, kerfuffle or something, but I was not expecting Carrion Swift.
Yeah, no. Not even close.
It was, I, like, literally laughed out loud. I texted her.
Yes! She texted me today, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I've been
definitely
trying
the
really hard not to
craziest.
tell you that happened, and I'm pretty proud of myself.
You kept it locked down.
So locked down.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Drama queen of the section. I'm gonna say Ceres.
Yeah. I mean, she was technically being controlled against her will, but
Not that part.
oh, just her like running without any plan.
Running.
Yeah.
No plans. This girl has 0 plans ever in her head.
She is one of the more well, I mean, we know that, and that's the thing that frustrates me about her is her impulsiveness.
Yeah.
She's not a planning, which I'm not either, but I would be more of a planner than that.
Yeah,
Than she is. Yeah.
Correct. Same. Yeah, just like absolutely running, taking the freaking fox with her.
Casual.
It's a winter fox. Do you think that poor fox is gonna survive in Zilverin?
It's going to die.
Yeah, like,
She also like even she's like, I don't have enough water for me.
yeah,
I can't take care of this fox.
no.
She's like, oh yeah, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, I should probably let the fox go. It'll be fine.
Whoops. Whoops.
She's such a drama queen.
She is a drama queen.
The I also like, aside from the blood oath things, like I think
Yeah.
she's reacting really like realistically to that part.
Oh yeah.
The way that she's angry that Carrion Swift is there, she's not. It's like,
She blames him for the whole thing, which like
it's not his fault.
she has always blamed all of
The wrong people.
well, she blames Hayden's problems on Carrie, and I don't think that's fair.
No.
Even close to fair. But
Nope.
she blames him. So.
She does blame him for everything. It's just because he's real cute.
Yeah, well, she's upset that he's good in bed.
She's upset that he's good in bed. It's true.
That's it.
It's true.
That's it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Ready? Colleen's Corner?
Colleen's Corner.
It's mine. Okay, so this isn't technically relevant to this section, but it's something that I've been thinking about that I think is relevant to the book as a whole from what we've talked about.
Okay.
So, what we know of Sylvarin history. The Fae were there, and they sucked. Like, that's like a fact. They were there, they sucked the humans, enslaved the humans, whatever. Queen Madra, weirdly, kind of a savior,
Yep.
kicked them out, then she sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The literary parallel that I can think of for this is if Coin in the Hunger Games had lived.
Yes. Oh,
So basically the
man.
Fae
Wow.
are like the capital. That's
Yes.
very Fae-esque.
It
They're
is very Fae.
revelry, they're, blood sporty, all that
Yeah.
jazz. It's very much
They are, and like the glitz and glamour.
it's
like,
very much,
hiding
that seems like how the Fae kind of were. They were very
Yeah.
much like thought of themselves as better. They were beneath them. They were scum, blah, 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 blah. And then Coin starts coming up, right?
Yep.
In this book. And Katniss
Mm-hmm.
at the time is like seeing these glimpses because she's dealt basically there was no Katniss
There's no Katniss in
this
Zilverin.
Yeah. In this time frame, right? But she's seeing like because she's had such close connections with Snow
Yep.
that she sees those things of Coins and she kills Coin
Yep.
instead of Snow because she's like Snow's gonna die either way.
Yep.
Not concerned. No one's gonna kill Coin.
My favorite plot twist. So genius.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
I remember being very like genuinely shocked. Which Mockingjay is actually my favorite. Well, second one's probably my favorite. But the older I get, Mockingjay is my favorite in
Yeah.
that series. But I think that's to me very similar. Like
It is.
Like I think this book very much shows. I think what Coin would have turned into.
Yeah. That's such a good parallel.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
I've been thinking about it a lot because like, and I think she has that like we were like thinking about like female villains. I also do picture Gillian. Is it Gillian Huff? Gillian?
Yes. I don't know how to say her last name, but yeah.
The actress that plays her, honestly, I think would be cast well as
She
Queen
would.
because she kind of looks timeless, but still some age.
Yeah.
And there she has that kind of vibe. So similar, maybe more at the time of the Hunger Games
Have
filming.
you seen Sirens, the Netflix show?
No, is she in that?
She's in that, and she is so good.
She's
in
a great
it.
actress, and I think
Yeah.
she would play that she
It's
plays a
like-
villain well.
She does.
Yeah.
It's this this. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like mesmerizing.
You want to follow her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
follow you into battle, man.
Yes.
Easily.
Same.
But the others,
Entrancing.
she is very entrancing.
Yes.
There's this like kind of etherealness about her, so I think it would
Yeah.
be good for this character. But I just, because I was like, she reminded me of someone,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, what is this like parallel?
So good.
I can't think of any other ones that are that direct to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's a common trope in things, but I think the glitz, the glam, the like blood sport of it all, of the fae.
Yeah.
And then like, because the queen truly thinks of herself as a savior, and
She
I think
does.
Coin deluded herself into thinking
She did.
that she was a savior, but
She really did.
yeah, she did. But she turned 13 into this like militaristic
Yeah.
district, and like you were required to contribute to society, and if you didn't, you weren't allowed to be there. Like
Yep.
all of the same set of rules and things, and that's they were gonna bring back the Hunger Games.
Yep.
Really by her urging.
Yep.
So anywho, like I just think it's really interesting
Incredible.
parallels.
I love that.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can think of another like female.
There's not a lot of female villains because I
Yeah.
think she's interesting because you don't maybe necessarily think of her as a villain until Katniss does it, because we don't ever get an inner monologue really from Katniss that she's really thinking this. We kind of see like
Yeah.
glimpses where she's like, that's weird, I don't like that, but we're not really seeing her thought process on it until the very end.
Until the end,
Yeah.
where she's like, "Oh, well,
She's like, I have an opportunity and I'm gonna take
and I'm
it,
taking it."
and I'm Katniss, so no one's killing me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing.
So basically, this whole book could have been avoided if there was one Katniss
Just one.
early on.
Saris wants to be Katniss.
Saris wants to be. She's more Elena Gilbert.
Mm-hmm.
This book is also very Vampire Diaries coded. Like, he's very much like a Daemon Aragorn
Yeah.
Kingfisher crossover. She's very much an Elena Gilbert.
For sure.
Yeah.
She very much is.
Yeah.
No. Brilliant. I love it.
Yep, that's really all I had. It's not very long, but that's what I got.
Colleen's Corner.
Woo! Okay. Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Whew.
Okay. What do you want to talk about first?
Oh, I had so many thoughts and now I can't think of anything.
I mean, we were talking about Carrion.
Carrie and Swift.
Yeah, you said you had some theories as to why.
Okay, theories as to why Kingfisher tracked her bloodline.
To him.
Yes. I think that, going back to our theory before of hopefully Kingfisher and Saris are not related.
They're not brother and sister, hopefully, yes. Yeah.
In theory, a band of fae
Yep.
got trapped.
Uh-huh.
2 of them were brothers.
Uh-huh.
Or a brother and a sister. Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them were siblings.
Yep.
Or cousins. Even whatever.
Yeah, distinct relatives.
This is 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So generations-wise, they're far enough. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. They're not even cousins,
They're
really.
not, yeah. So they have the same fae bloodline
Yeah.
that Kingfisher tracked.
I like it.
That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing could be because Carrie and Swift, beat the shit out of Hayden again recently.
Had some blood on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had some blood on him.
Yeah.
Those are my 2 theories.
I like it.
Yeah.
Those are good.
What's yours?
I can't say because I
'Cause
know
you
the
know what
actual
happened.
reason.
Okay.
And
Am I close?
no.
Damn. Oh, what could it be?
It's not what I thought. It's so funny.
Is he pregnant with Saris's child?
No, that's not that. It's not that kind of book.
Okay.
Oddly, not technically off the right. That guess is closer than your other guesses, but absolutely not the right answer.
Okay.
It's the best way I can put it.
So speaking of Carrie and Swift, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Saris is just unbelievably mad that it's Carrion. She is definitely more mad because it's her high school ex
Oh, 100%. 100%.
that
Sorry.
someone kidnapped and brought, and she's like, this man knows all of my secrets.
Oh, 100%.
This man knows everything about me. and I hate him.
He's the worst.
He's the worst.
Yeah. She does not like, well, she doesn't like men, really.
She does not.
But she doesn't like charismatic men.
Yeah.
At all.
She doesn't trust him.
No. And, like, in a way, Kingfisher's very charismatic.
Hey, I can see it now.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of, like...
Yeah.
I think once he's not... Which I think the thing with King... Which I guess we're getting slightly off. But
That's fine.
Not completely. So, the Kingfisher of it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's essentially, like... You put him back in his abusive father's household. He's not kind.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that gives him an excuse, but
no,
he's
but
a grumpy
it makes
puss.
sense.
Yeah, and then you take him out, you put him in the woods, and he's like, doop-a-doop-a-doo. He, like, very much shifts into what I think is closer to what people are used to him
Yes.
being. Like, he's so grumpy.
Yeah.
Like, the grumpiness does not go away.
No.
But
he's got a lot of reasons to be grumpy.
Yes. I think, yeah, but he's grumpy in a different way.
Yeah.
He's more like, just get on the horse.
His treatment of Ceres, blood oath aside, I am not the blood oath is bad.
It's not great.
Not counting that, his treatment of her and his behavior towards her has softened significantly.
Yes. I think he has a better sense of who she is. I think he's realizing she wasn't as, like, it's not spoiled, but
yeah,
kind of as maybe what he thought, or, like, he understands a family
yes,
fight.
Yeah.
And she's doing I think once he, like, really let it sink in, he's like, oh, she is literally doing all of this for him.
Yeah.
Not for herself, not to move forward, not just because she, like, wants to go back to something grand.
Yeah.
She wants to go back for him.
Well, he saw where she wants to go back to.
Well, also, and I'm wondering if that's not part of it.
Yeah.
He saw where, and he was like, why in the...
Yeah, like, why would you want this?
Yeah, he's like, you don't want this.
Yeah.
And she's like, but Hayden.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
It is fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do think he softens a bit. He, like, understands her motivations way better.
Oh, yeah.
Shall we talk about the shades?
Oh, yeah, the ghosties.
The ghosties.
That aren't ghosts.
They're not ghosts,
But
they are.
They're ghosts.
It's just a different word.
Kingfisher's like, no, they're shades. And she's like, ghost.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, they're shades. And she's like, oh, what is
I'm
that?
pretty sure he doesn't know what a ghost is.
No, he has no clue.
Yeah.
And she's like, what is that? He goes, oh, yeah, undead people that
Yeah.
died badly. She's like, so a
a
ghost? Honestly, she's less argumentative about that than I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have never let it go.
I wouldn't have let it go.
I would have like, that's what I
It's
said.
the same thing.
It's a different word. And he's like, no,
Yeah.
they're shades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also during that section, okay, this is one of my pet peeves. Okay.
Okay.
When you're reading like a smutty book,
Yep.
right? Even just a romance, even just like a young adult romance.
Yeah.
Right? Every like touch or like whisper or whatever is like all nerve endings on fire, everything
Immediately.
whatever, like
Yeah.
immediately. And it's like, it's just like, I'm not saying that feeling all of those feelings doesn't happen, but no matter the context of the situation, always, every single time, forever and ever and always, no matter what you're currently feeling.
It's a lot.
That's not how that works. Emotions are real.
Mm-hmm.
She is riding a horse
That she does not want to ride.
that she
she's
does
terrified.
not want to ride. And while she's riding it, she's terrified. She doesn't like the horse. She's sore. She's like, and other parts of my anatomy are getting rubbed.
She's like, in not a fun way.
And but she's like, I listened to it fairly recently. She's like slightly turned on, but mad about it from riding a horse.
Oh, she's not turned on about the horse part. She's turned on when he says the line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that line made me go, oh, no, that she's not turned on from the horse.
Okay. No, not from the horse.
Horse riding.
From like the sensation.
She's like intentionally is like,
She's like, this is the worst
this
thing
is
ever.
the worst thing ever.
Thank
and it's
God.
Not. She's like, I'm sore for not fun reasons.
Thank God.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I was listening to it at work.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No, right. Well, she mentions it to Kingfisher. She's like,
right there.
Parts of me are sore, and Kingfisher's like, I've been told I'm pretty good at making that not sore, and she's like, ew,
Yeah.
I'm in pain. But also, she's a little bit like, it did kind of work.
Because he says like, I can take away. Essentially, he's like, I can take away the pain
Yeah.
with my mouth.
He's like, wink, wink, and
she's like, oh,
okay. The way he says it is much better than the way.
yeah. We're
keeping it PG.
We're
as
keeping
much as
it.
we can.
Yeah.
The line literally, I'm at work and I hear it and I go, oh. out loud. So
I was
He's
I
good.
was listening to it at work. It
Yeah.
was not a payroll processing day, one of our slower days.
Yeah.
But then like one of my colleagues came over to ask me a question, so I took my headphone out.
Did it start playing?
Yes, and
Yep.
I was like, no.
Every time.
And she just like stops what she's asking and she goes, "What are you reading?" And I was like, it's for podcasting.
Yeah.
I was like, but this book goes from like 0 to 60
With no. Yeah.
really aggressively
Yep.
with no warning.
Yep.
And she was like, that's hilarious. And then she's reading this book. She was like, my friend gave me a book to read, and it's like this girl who just like turns 18 and her parents die, and then she goes to live with her uncle and her 2 cousins, and things start happening. And I look at her and I go, are any of them adopted? And she goes, no. And I was like,
Is this Credence?
yes.
I've heard of this book.
Yes.
I've heard insane things about this book. It's the Penelope Douglas book.
Yes.
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 Some people
and the way
love
she
her or
was
hate
saying
it.
she was like, I am like really uncomfortable, but I can't stop reading it.
That's. If we ever want to do an insane book, like I would say, like it would be a 1-episode arc kind of thing. I have heard insane things about that book.
Maybe we do that one at the whiskey distillery.
I don't know if that's what the whiskey distillery wants us promoting. I don't think incest is their thing.
No, I meant so we can drink while we're talking about it.
We
but
might-
also that, yeah.
We might need to.
Yeah.
That is a very common DNF book.
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
I could see it.
That's so funny.
It's
I
so
also love by
funny.
that description.
You knew what I was talking
Because I was
about.
sitting here and I was like, this sounds familiar. Because I almost read that
Megan,
book.
if you ever watch this episode, which I don't think you will, I have to tell you that like really made my day.
No, that's incredible.
It's incredible.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, it's similar to like what you were talking about with like when people find out that you read.
Yeah. Oh, everyone suddenly says you have to be in my book club.
Yeah.
Which is, I love a book club.
Great. Love
so
it.
we're in,
We're in
technically 1, but this is essentially a book club.
yes,
This-
we're in
this-
2.
Really, this is our book club with you.
Yeah,
So we're in 2, kind of maybe 3.
maybe 3.
Maybe 3. And then I had a friend recently. She's like, "Oh, I'm in a book club," and she like they do books and movies, which I like. So
Oh,
they do
that's
both.
nice.
And she invited me. At least if you happen to watch this, I'm very excited about it. But there is this like interesting thing, where like when you say you read, everyone's like, "So you want to join my book club?"
Yeah.
And like you also don't want to say no,
Right.
Because I love a book club.
Yeah.
But it does get to a point. So like I'm reading a book for this.
Mhm.
I have a personal book that I'm reading, like a personal
Always.
book series that I'm reading
Always.
because I just want to. If you're listening to this only on audio,
Balloons just showed up on the screen.
I'm assuming it's the way that we. What?
Balloons.
What was the?
I don't know.
I'm worried if I keep doing that. I think I technically just flipped off some people in a British
Oh,
way.
it's
So
fine.
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, British fans. I'm sure we have them. It's fine. I'm just gonna
Yep.
But she was like, okay, so I was like, oh, I'm in another book club
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I haven't read our book club yet.
I started it
For our book club.
our book club.
I
I
have
started
not
it.
read it yet. I actually probably need to because it is a little longer.
And I tell this, like, a lot of people at work
Yeah.
ask me how many books I'm reading. It's, like, a thing now.
Yeah.
Because I think one time someone asked me how many books I'm reading, and I was reading 7 at the time.
I'm not quite to 7, but I'm
I
close.
haven't reached 7 again. That was insane.
Yeah.
But, like, so I'm reading this book. I'm reading a personal book. I'm reading the book for book club.
Yeah.
I'm reading, also reading Anne of Green Gables. So I'm on 4 books right now.
That's fair. I did finish Anne of Green
Yeah.
Gables. I have a
I'm reading
book
2
that
personal
I'm
books.
listening to. I found an author that I really love, and I realized she does multiple series, so I'm just like
Ooh.
absolutely plowing through all of her series. And then I have a book on my Kindle that I'm reading. I'm a slow physical reader, so I will be reading that book forever. It's actually kind of an interesting book, but it's called Silver Elite. No one knows who the author is.
Cool.
It's a whole mystery author.
I love it.
And then our book for book club, and then that other one for my other book club. So I have 5. 4,
Yeah.
4, 5. Anyhow,
5, I think.
5.
But yeah, when people know that you read, like, all of a sudden, you find yourself reading, like, so many books at the same time, and it gets crazy.
Well, especially because a lot of the times people are like, oh, I've always wanted to be in a book club. We should start a book club.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay,
yeah,
cool, let's go.
That's what it is. You're like, all right, let's do it.
You're like, all right,
I can do it.
You learn a lot about people with their book opinions.
Yes.
So I like having book clubs with
It's
people.
fun.
But yeah, no, it's fun.
Love
I love
it.
it. But there is this, like, thing. If you all know, you all read. But there is a thing.
Yeah.
Like with anything, but I feel like with books specifically, they also start asking you about the most insane books.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's not the type I read.
Mm-mm.
And they're like, what do you mean? That's all I read. And I'm like, that's not what I read.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were in our spicy book club before I moved to New Jersey, that was the case where I stopped suggesting books because I was like, this group takes the name Spicy Book Club very seriously.
it was very much like, it was mostly spice.
Yeah.
In a lot of the books.
And
it was also a lot of Kindle Unlimited books.
was.
They tried
Yes.
to intentionally do like Kindle
Yeah.
Unlimited books, which
So,
are very smutty.
I was like, I mean, along for the ride, really enjoyed the books, but I was also like, this is not what I choose. Like,
Yeah. Some
I
of them I wouldn't have chosen.
I
either.
like a little spice here and there. Like, it's fun. I enjoy it. But I definitely very much do read a book for the plot. The
Yes.
plot, not the hot man plot. The real plot.
Yes. Oh, yeah. For me to, like, want to talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
It has to have plot. Sometimes, if I'm just, like, I need to turn off my brain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big mafia romance person.
I'm not.
And I go through, like, a phase where I want to read those. And then I will not touch another one for, like, 6 months. Like, it's
Yeah.
very much, like, a little phase thing for me. But, like, they're very much
Yeah.
that way. And some of the writing is rough.
I believe it.
Rough. But
I believe
sometimes you want that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
So back to Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah, the book that we're talking
The
about.
book that we're talking about.
Yep.
Nice little detour there. Yes, I take back. I don't take back everything I said about Kingfisher.
No, he's supposed to suck in the beginning.
But I also like the side that we're seeing of him now.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with him saving a bunch of people's lives and livelihoods and
No,
towns
but
and
I
stuff.
do think you're seeing him for who he is and
Yes.
not through the eyes of the king.
Or Ceres.
Or Ceres, yes. We're seeing
Yeah.
him not just like... Because Ceres hates the world.
Yes,
So, like,
she
even...
does.
Which I think is a little bit why I'm trying to give his sister, like, a little bit of grace. Because, again, we're seeing her through...
Yeah, that's true.
I think this book is a lot of people, even Ceres, that are very well-intentioned. They all just kind of suck at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all very well-intentioned people. Outside
Yeah.
of the king, he just sucks.
he does just suck.
But-
We also get more of the actual Quicksilver itself talking.
Which is so interesting.
It's
yeah.
so cool. So, like, she's, like, trying to find the Quicksilver, and it's like, hey, we're here.
We're here.
Come
Hello.
get us.
Come find us.
It's very Alice in Wonderland horror.
It is.
Yes.
It feels like, yeah, it's very much like a horror plot.
Yeah.
Just like because in the audiobook, it's kind of like childlike voices a
Yes,
little bit that are
it
like
is.
overlapping, and it feels a little like
It's
ooh,
creepy.
It's a little unsettling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little unsettling. Like that thunder.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the story of Joel leaving me?
I absolutely would love to hear this story.
So, it was, I want to say, Wednesday?
Okay.
Oh, God. What?
Today is Wednesday. No, today's Thursday.
Maybe it was Monday. It was Monday.
Monday. Okay.
It was Monday, and we were taking our puppy Jeannie for a walk, and like it was beautiful blue skies, and then we're looking and we see these clouds, and they're still pretty fluffy white, and then like we look over and there's these like beautiful pink clouds that don't look large, they're
Okay.
small, right? And the sunset, and you can see the rays of the sun like shining through the clouds. We're looking.
Beautiful.
We get close to the end of our neighborhood, and I'm looking into the distance, and I see dark clouds. And so I'm like thinking of being like, we should turn around. Then I hear thunder, very loud, very close. I turn around, and the small clouds, they've gotten bigger.
Yeah,
It
storms.
was like a nightmare. This is like my worst nightmare, literally.
It's fair.
It felt like a dream. So like I'm like, oh, like hey, like we need to go back. Like I understand that the storm's still like relatively far away, but being actually outside when
Yeah,
there's
I wouldn't
thunder
want
and
to
when I
either,
can
yeah.
see lightning, I can't. I'm gonna die
Yeah.
from a heart attack.
Yep.
Let's be real, from a heart attack, from panic. And so we start going. I'm like clutching my husband's hand very tightly. And so he's like trying to be like, okay, so like let's go. So he's trying to get Jeannie to stop smelling things because she's like, doo.
Yeah.
And so he gets her to start walking fast, and then she starts running, and he
Just runs with her.
just runs with her. And so I'm like legitimately hyperventilating already, and I am like running uphill.
Yeah, but you have decent hills in your neighborhood.
Yes,
yeah.
we do. I'm running uphill very slowly because I'm exhausted. It's been an emotional week. I'm exhausted and I'm hyperventilating again. Like my limbs feel like they're gonna fall off, and I am running after him.
Yep.
And then I see a flash of lightning and more thunder, and I was like, Joel, you are not leaving me in this storm right now. And he stops and makes Jeannie stop. He looks back. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." I was like, he was pretty far ahead. I was like, I am going to continue walking to you. You are going to walk back here to me, and you are going to hold my hand the rest of the way. And, like, it was about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
By the time we got home. I was hyperventilating the entire way home. And he was like, just look at the blue sky. Like, we're walking towards the blue sky. Yeah. And I was like, I am not even looking at the sky. You're like, I am looking at the ground. And he's like, can you try to breathe? And I was like, I cannot try to breathe. I cannot until I'm inside. We got to our driveway. Jeannie wanted to, like, smell more. I left them both and went inside.
Well, at that point, yeah.
I was like, you guys can get struck by lightning, I guess. I will not be out here. But, yeah, so he left me.
Love that. Don't you love it when men do things?
It's so dumb.
Because I've had similar experiences where you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, now that I've been outside and seen the lightning and the thunder hit,
yeah,
this rumbling of the house is not so bad for me.
I was like, you're doing pretty good.
Thanks.
I'm impressed.
Thanks.
It does sound decently far off. But
it does sound pretty far off, but it is like that low rumbling.
Yeah,
like,
we're also in like an attachment to the house, so it does have a little more like rumbly sounds.
Yeah.
But
it makes me wonder how I would do with other scary things.
Oh, yeah. It does pretty much guarantee that you would not survive in Fourth Wing.
No, I would not. I would not survive in Fourth Wing. Because heights are another big one for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And Violet, yeah.
Yeah, the whole lightning thing.
Yeah, the lightning thing. It would not.
But if you could control it, I feel like you'd be less afraid of it.
I wouldn't be the one controlling it, though.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It would be Violet.
That's
and
true.
She's not great at aiming.
She's not. Interesting that it might be the one book where I am the main character. I am Violet.
Yeah.
In those books.
I could see it.
But I think the most like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think I would survive in Quicksilver, though.
Yeah, you'd be fine. I would not.
Yeah.
Although I would maybe not make as dumb of choices as she did.
You would, no.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I would survive. I would be fine.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
I'd be okay in Quicksilver.
So far, you'd be great.
So far, I'd be great.
Yeah.
When it comes, I hope that we get a training sequence. I know that she already, like, secretly knows how to fight really well, but that has not been apparent since she got to Avelia.
She does. I think we do get some forge sequences.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to Ceres again. Okay, Ceres, right? This little wisp of a thing.
Yeah.
And then she, like, takes down 3 guardians in Silverin.
Yeah.
And then she gets to Avelia.
She's like, nah.
Granted, the Fae are all stronger.
They're a
humans,
lot bigger, yeah.
But she's like none of her prowess comes out.
Well, she tried. They're just faster than her.
It's like she forgot she had training, though.
Yeah, she's just like, ah. She has basically been living in a fight or flight, and mostly flight, since she got there.
It's true.
I think she's been trying to flee and hasn't been like, I think in her mind, she's like, well, I'm not staying.
Yeah.
Why would I fight them? I can just leave.
That's
but I
true.
think now that she's like, oh, I have to stay. She's like, oh.
Hopefully she gets a little bit more of the fight in her.
It's a little fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the one of the things that we like sort of touched upon but didn't really talk about, the tavern scene.
Oh, where everyone's like, you did this for me. You sacrificed. It shows both of them really interestingly.
It does.
That's not the view that we get from other people of them in the palace.
No. So like Renfis is Bellacon's commander.
His like lead.
His lead commander.
Yeah.
Bellacon sucks.
Bellacon sucks.
But Renfis does not. Decidedly does not.
Renfis is maybe the like best character.
Yeah.
He's like by far the most steady, stable, good character.
He is good. Yeah, he's
a good man.
He is very, very much honored by everyone there.
Yeah.
And then like Kingfisher, he's like a fallen angel.
Yeah, I think he was Renfis.
Yeah.
Like, I actually do think he was the commander before.
That would make sense.
And then when he fell, Renfis took over. I think Renfis was his, like, right hand.
That would make sense.
That
would make their
dynamic
relationship, make a lot more sense. But yeah, it's just interesting. And then, like, what I want to know is he not the same man purely because he's a Quicksilver? Or, like, I want to, because, like, he burned a whole city to the ground, right?
He did, yes.
So, like, was
and
that...
he admitted he did.
Yeah. was that one of the heroic things that he's done and there's like another side to the story, or is it something like the madness took hold and he burned an entire city to the ground, and clearly the people who adore him do not care.
Could care less, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I want to know more about that.
I'm not going to tell you.
No, you don't need to.
I remember bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact reason, but yeah. The more I read it, like, the more is coming back to me
that makes sense.
pieces, but...
No, I think it'd be interesting because, obviously, and then I want to know more about... I guess I'm excited to get to Kalish and, like, see his
domain.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, I'm really excited for him and Ceres to just, like, get it over with and sleep with each other already.
Yeah.
Carrion being there, really fun,
like, extra layered dynamic there. She's basically just traveling with... it's like the scene in, like, Parks and Rec where she's, like, where Chris Pratt's character is like, we all need code names.
Yes.
You're been there, done that.
Yes.
You're currently doing that. You're did it once in a dream.
Yes. Yeah.
So, like, Carrion Swift did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently doing that, she's not, but that would be Kingfisher.
Yeah.
And then Renfist 100%
Runfist
once
is
in a dream.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very much so.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I'm
Everlane
getting.
is Eagle too, and she goes, oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yes. She's like, thank goodness. That would have got weird. Yes. That's actually one of my favorite. Chris Pratt in that is so good.
He is so good.
He's so
in
good.
that.
His character is hilarious.
Andy, yeah,
Andy.
he's one of my, like, all-time favorite characters.
He's so
I think,
funny. Him
ever.
and Ben are they're by far my two favorites in those. But yes. Anyhow.
Could you imagine Ben in Avelia? He would freak out.
He would honestly be so excited.
He would be nerding out.
He would be so giddy.
hard.
He'd be like, it's my cone game come to life.
Okay. And before I forget, speaking of games, okay?
Yeah.
Let me read this to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hold on a second. Okay. So, Ceres is running through the halls, the yowling cut off, replaced by a disgruntled, though much quieter, grumbling. The next floor down, I sprinted through the reading rooms and indoor hothouses packed with exotic plants and flowers. I bolted across some sort of game court, where eight or more long-limbed fey females were gracefully volleying a ball back and forth to one another across a net.
Oh.
They do not specify with
a
what.
racket, yeah. So it is...
It's volleyball.
That's so weird. And especially with 8 people.
Yes.
That's...
It could also be badminton, but again, they don't specify a racket.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
And it does say ball.
It says ball. Yeah. So it's either... Because I was like, it could be tennis, but that would only be 4.
Yeah.
At max.
It's volleyball.
That's so funny.
Volleyball exists in Avelia.
That's the only sport that we know exists.
That is the only sport we know exists.
I think what's funny about that is, like, volleyball is very much associated with, like, beach and warm.
Yep.
Right? And they don't play it in Silverin. They're playing it at the Winter Palace.
Yep, in the snow. Snow volleyball.
But, well, they're in the
indoors.
tropical room.
Oh, they are in the tropical room.
They're in the tropics room. So it's like an exotic room.
So did volleyball exist in Silverin before Madra?
I would have to assume.
Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely, like, didn't process that. I was just like, oh, yeah, cool. I am very bad about, like, external things that are
That's
happening
fair.
to character. I'm like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, so volleyball exists, and then Colleen and I have decided that hair gel exists.
Oh, it has to. Yeah,
Because-
that's why he's always wet.
Kingfisher cannot possibly always be wet. It has to be hair gel.
Yeah.
Which means, in theory, hair dye probably exists.
It has to.
Does bleach exist? That's our number one question.
Maybe in a different court. So, like, in the the
Avelia?
Avelia court, like, they want dark hair, right? That's
Yeah.
why she's like, oh, yeah, I'm, like, prized here because you have dark hair. But, like, in other courts, I wonder if, like, having
Blonde hair?
blonde hair. Because, like, Kingfisher's mom had blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what Everlane has.
That's right.
So, like, I feel... Technically, in my mind, bleach almost always comes before hair dye.
Yes.
Like, you can bleach something, because you have to bleach it to dye it, usually.
I have to bleach this to dye it.
You have dark hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you're naturally blonde, which they come from a kingdom where...
With dark hair.
With dark hair.
They would need to
They
naturally
very much
bleach
know
it.
how to bleach. I mean, it might be like lemons in the sun. but
Maybe. It could be.
Yeah.
With a little bit of magic. Magical
Yeah.
bleach.
Yeah, I do keep forgetting that magic exists.
Magic does exist.
Like, I know it's there, but, like, it's a very, like, practical magic.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. We haven't
It's
seen...
not whimsical.
It's not a whimsy. No,
Yeah.
they're also, they're just vampires.
They are just vampires.
100% just vampires.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh, Kingfisher has glittering black sand.
Yeah.
He's the shadow daddy?
He is
Technically?
he is a very prominent amongst the Shadow Daddy lovers.
Oh, okay.
A lot of Shadow Daddy lovers like him a lot.
Great.
It's like Asriel and then him.
I
It's
will
like
say,
Rhys as him.
obviously I like Rhys better than him.
Yeah.
We just don't get a lot from Asriel.
People who... I'm looking at you, audience. I'm looking at all of you, Asriel people.
Yeah.
You
like,
are
how?
projecting a personality onto a man from, like, 2 bonus chapters
Yeah.
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, and like any personality that we do get from him, honestly, is like him re-gifting something to Gwen.
Yeah,
That's
regifting...
not great.
Or just like, also, sweetheart, I say this with great love. If this man, if the person you're into has been pining after another woman for years,
Like hundreds.
leave him alone.
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
Yes.
Leave him alone.
So I will say, I think I do actually like Kingfisher more than Asriel.
Yes.
We have a real personality.
Yeah, he's interesting.
He's
I
interesting.
think Az could potentially be one of my favorites.
I am really
once
scared.
we learn about him.
I'm scared to know about him.
He's intriguing. Have you heard? This is very much not part of this book. But have you heard that they think he's a prince of hell?
Yes, I have.
That's one of my favorites.
I like it a lot.
And I actually hope he is because I think it would be more interesting.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I am, like, where we were talking about, like, brooding versus grumpy, I get what you mean now. Like, I would say Asriel is really broody.
And I don't like
But
broody.
he's, like, mopey broody.
So in my mind, broody is mopey.
Okay, it's not in my mind.
That
I
is
think
my definition.
Mopey broody is slightly different from, like, a brooding. Because a brooding person is, like, passionate in my mind.
Yeah, that's grumpy.
Grumpy is just, like, Grumpy's not passionate. Grumpy's like, meh. You know, like
Grumpy people have strong feelings. That is a passionate man. If he's a real grump.
a brooding man's also a passionate man, unless they're mopey.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I do think there's 3 separate.
Yeah.
I think that all of them could be taken similarly based on the context of things.
Mhm. I think they can also interchange.
They can interchange,
Yeah.
but like if you like look at it nuanced, I do think there are 3 separate things.
Mhm.
And I think that Asriel is mopey,
Yeah.
and I don't think Kingfisher is mopey, but I do think he's grumpy.
He's more of a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
I would put him in the curmudgeon category.
Love that in like Tarn.
Yeah.
Don't love it in Kingfisher.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Kingfisher kind of has a Terran energy in this section.
Mhm.
A little bit more.
But Tarn is a dragon.
Terran is a dragon. Well, so the like grumpy curmudgeon-y emotions that we get from Terran is in a more fatherly, grandfatherly
It is.
sense.
Yeah.
Not in a close, intimate
interest?
love interest.
Yeah.
Like, I would say him and Zayden aren't that far off.
Zayden annoys me very much, but Zayden more than makes up for it.
Zayden is my favorite Shadow Daddy. Zayden is by far my favorite. He doesn't annoy me that much, honestly. Zayden, to me, does not do a lot of things that
Zayden
wrong.
in book 2
Yeah. okay.
annoys me, but so does Violet.
Yeah, no, they're both annoying.
They're so annoying in book 2.
They're supposed to be.
I know.
But they are.
No,
Yes, so-
Zayden in book 1 is like probably the best.
So, like, Shadow Daddy rankings.
Yeah.
Zayden. Rhys.
Reese.
Kingfisher.
Asriel.
I know there's other ones.
Yeah.
I know there's other ones. These are the big ones.
Yes, those are the big ones.
Yeah. And Az might move up. Honestly, depending on the order of when I've read. Like, I've read Fourth Ring
Yeah.
more recently than I've read.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Sometimes those will switch
Mhm.
to me. And, like, I do remember really liking. By the end of this book, I remember being like, Kingfisher might be up there. So, he's
Yeah.
I would put Kingfisher closer in the Rhys category than the Zayden category in terms of things. So,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, so he's the Shadow Daddy.
He is a
His
Shadow
power,
Daddy.
I'm interested to find out more about his power too, because it does seem other from everyone else's.
He has more.
Yeah.
We don't really know why. We're assuming it's the Quicksilver, but we don't know. I assume it's the Quicksilver.
Okay.
Or Bloodline. I mean, he has the dark hair similar to, like, the royal bloodline
Yes,
thing
he
somewhere.
does.
So I know royal Fae tend to have more power.
Yeah. Just in general.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, speaking of the faeness of him.
Yeah.
He is super fae.
He's very vampire fae.
Yeah.
That compelling.
Yes.
So like the tricky bond thing, very fae.
Very fae.
Compelling, very
Very
vampire.
vampire.
Yep.
Yeah. Really good mix of both, actually.
Which I like.
Yeah.
And that is what I find interesting about him is that like combo.
Mhm.
Because I love a fae. I'd love a vampire.
Yeah.
One
I like
person.
it too. I'm going to bring in a series that we've talked about that we do not like.
Oh, was it the Zodiac Academy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vampires are fae.
Yeah, they are.
In that book.
They're a fae category.
They're a type of fae in
Which
that
is interesting,
book.
yeah.
Yes. Caleb from the Zodiac Academy
Yeah.
is actually one of my favorite
No,
characters.
he was the least annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters, and I think it's because he's a vampire.
There's a, like, groundedness that comes with a vampire character
Yes.
that you, like, fae is just so, like, because they're naturally whimsical, right? Like,
They
the
are.
concept of a fae is very, like, whimsy and tricksy and all of those things, and vampires are, like, tricksters, but in, like, a more grounded, like, contractual way.
Yes. And it is very... I think it's the difference between a fairy tale and, like, gothic horror.
Yes.
Right? Like, fairy tales are, like, for children, but then you're reading it in an adult context, and it can be a little less grounded.
Yes.
Whereas vampires are very much like a...
I will also say this is, like, Western style of vampire.
Yes.
Because I do know there's, like,
Oh, gosh.
Eastern style
yeah,
of vampires
Those are terrifying.
that are, like,
so scary.
a lot more scary and a little less, like...
Human?
Human.
Less
Yes.
human, yeah.
Yeah, they're more, like, creature-esque, I
Yeah.
would say. So I would definitely
Yeah.
say this is very much, like... Because I was thinking that through in my mind. I was, like, in my mind, every vampire is British.
Yeah, mine too.
It doesn't matter.
To be fair, same. Yeah.
Every vampire is British. And I'm like, that's actually... Well, I mean, also, Dracula is where we think of a vampire, which
It
is...
is.
Bram Stoker's British. That's where it came from.
Yep, correct.
But he's British, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He's not American, is he?
Bram Stoker.
In my mind, he's British, but
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm actually not certain. Because it's set in, like, in Transylvania, so it's not even set in England. But I think the main character is British, though, isn't he?
Irish.
Oh, that better.
Even better.
Ooh.
Way better.
All vampires are Irish.
Oh my god, all vampires are Irish.
Actually, I like that so much better.
So much better.
Okay, never mind.
Great.
Put that on your mind. They're all
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah, they're all Irish.
Yeah.
Damon with an Irish accent?
Damon.
Yeah, I do see what you mean, though.
Yeah.
With Kingfisher being Damon-esque, I can see it.
That's why I was, like, trying to, like, I was like, we'll get there.
Mhm.
Because he has that, like, vibe.
I really didn't believe you.
No, I know.
But then, like, knowing in the context of, like, you really didn't believe that Damon was going to get there.
No, I had no concept.
It is very,
Yeah.
very Damon.
I was like, I hate so how
So
you
much.
felt about Kingfisher?
Yeah.
I don't think I texted because I think I watched it maybe a little bit before. I was like, I can't stand this man.
Yeah.
I was like, how does everyone love him? I was like, oh, I'm such a Stefan girl, which I was not expecting. Everyone's like, oh, you're gonna love Damon. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like season 3, I'm like, never mind.
Stefan is not bad.
He's just not my type.
He's just, well, he's also, like, he is very, like, swoon-worthy and hero-esque in the first
yeah.
season. And
Yeah.
then he just, like, gets so bad.
So the problem with like which is why I tend to like the more like anti-hero archetype.
Mhm.
The problem with the hero archetype is they're so self-sacrificing to the point that they lose the plot.
Yeah.
And they lose any sense of self
They
that
do.
makes them interesting.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why Elena's annoying. She is
Yeah, she's the same way.
so self-sacrificing.
Her and Stefan are too similar.
They are.
Yeah.
That's why they don't work.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. I think that's all I got.
Yeah. Yes. That is all I got.
Sweet. All right, everyone. Well, we will see you next time, and we will be talking about chapters 16
17 through 18.
through 18.
Yep.
Math.
Math. I did them on my fingers.
Yeah.
So.
Bye.
Bye.